Hey everyone, I'm working to hit 1,000 subscribers, and I need your help to get there. If you enjoy this content, please hit that subscribe button right now.
What's going on, everyone? So Ben Nicholson Smith just dropped a list of non-roster invites to spring training, and honestly, there are some names on here that have me genuinely excited about what could happen in 2026. We're talking right-handed pitchers, catchers, position players. It's a pretty stacked group. But here's the thing. Out of all these guys, there are 4 specific players I'm locking in on. These are the ones who, if they show up and show out this spring, could absolutely find themselves in Toronto at some point this season. Whether it's injuries, underperformance, or just the right opportunity, these guys are on the short list. Let's start with the most obvious one, Yario Rodriguez. I know, it feels like a layup to mention him. But come on, the dude posted a 3.08 ERA over 73 innings last year at the big league level. That's not AAA numbers, that's actual MLB production. Early in the season, yeah, he was a little shaky, maybe inconsistent at times. But as the year went on, he really settled in and became a reliable arm. We didn't see much of him in the postseason, but that's because the rotation was dealing and other guys in the bullpen were just locked in. He became that depth piece. And depth pieces matter. Now here's where it gets interesting. The Blue Jays DFA'd him this winter. And somehow, he cleared waivers. Nobody picked him up. I was shocked. You're telling me a guy with a sub 3.2 ERA in the majors just slides through? Wild. So now he's back in the minor league system, off the 40-man, which gave the front office some roster flexibility. But make no mistake, if the bullpen needs help at any point, Yario Rodriguez is getting that call. He's out of options, so it's a one-way ticket when he comes back up. And with 2 years left on his deal, it makes sense to see what he can do. Injuries happen, struggles happen. Rodriguez is going to get his shot again. Next up, Gage Stanner. We actually got to sit down with this guy back in September, and let me tell you, he's as humble as they come. But on the mound, totally different story. This kid had a meteoric rise last year, going from single A to high A to double A in one season. His time in double A was brief, just a couple of starts. But what he did in high A Vancouver was legit. 76 innings, 3.0 ERA, and get this. He was more than 2 years younger than the average player at that level. That's huge. When you're younger than your competition and still dominating, that tells you something about the trajectory. Right now, Gage is our number 6 prospect, and honestly, I could see him pulling a Trey Savage if things break right. You remember how fast Savage moved up the system? It wasn't because of hype, it was because he earned it. Stanner has that same kind of upside. If he comes into spring training looking sharp, if the fastball is explosive, if he's in great shape, the organization is going to take notice. And if he's dealing in AA or even AAA by midseason, don't be surprised if they skip a level and just bring him up. This is a win-now window. And if Gage Stanner is one of the best 26 guys they have access to, he's coming up. Simple as that. Now let's talk about Riley Tirotta. This guy was the MVP of the Buffalo Bisons last year, which is saying something considering the team didn't have a great season overall. He's 27, so he's getting up there in age for a prospect, but the consistency was there. .268 average, .775 OPS, 20 doubles, 12 homers, solid across the board. The numbers don't exactly jump off the page, but he was steady, and that matters. Riley's been in the system for a while now. He's not on any top prospect list, but he's in that Nathan Lukes, Will Robertson mold. He's a veteran minor leaguer who knows how to play the game. Here's the deal. The Blue Jays aren't fast-tracking Riley Tirotta unless they have to. Ideally, everyone at the big league level stays healthy and productive, and Riley just keeps doing his thing in Buffalo. But we all know that's not realistic. Guys are going to underperform, guys are going to get hurt, and when that happens, when there's a long road trip and the roster's depleted, Riley Tirotta is the guy you call. He's got the experience, he's got the professional approach, and he won't be overwhelmed by the moment. This is his year to prove he belongs. Finally, we've got RJ Schreck. Hands down, best name in the minor leagues, but also our top position player prospect right now. He checks in at number 10 overall in our system, and at 25 years old, this is crunch time. You're either becoming a big leaguer at this point, or you're not. The good news? RJ has been trending in the right direction. Last year, he played at 3 different levels, rookie ball, AA, AAA, and he performed well at every stop. That's the kind of versatility and adaptability you want to see. Here's what makes this year interesting for Schreck. The Blue Jays didn't land Kyle Tucker. That means there's one less established name blocking the path to the outfield. Obviously, Nathan Lukes is still ahead of him, but the road is slightly clearer than it could have been. If RJ has a strong spring, he's going to put himself on that short list of call-up candidates. And when June rolls around, when someone hits the 10-day IL, when the outfield needs a spark, RJ Schreck could be the answer. He's got power. 18 homers, 14 doubles last year, and he's been consistently improving every season. We saw him in Buffalo, and he looked explosive. This is a guy who's ready to take the next step, and I think 2026 is the year it happens. So those are the four. Yario Rodriguez, Gage Stanner, Riley Tirotta, and RJ Schreck. Obviously, there are plenty other names on that invite list we're keeping an eye on, but these are the guys I'm zeroing in on. These are the ones who could realistically impact the big league roster this season if things line up. Spring training is going to tell us a lot, and I'm genuinely